Good morning. Thank you all for coming to the Indiana State Police K-9 Academy graduation, class 2016-005. If you would all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for the opening prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's it. That's it.
I invite you to pray. Almighty God, our Creator and Redeemer, we are gathered in this museum which is dedicated in memory and honor of those who bravely serve, who selflessly serve to protect our freedom and our safety. Bless the legacy of their loyal service and grant eternal peace to those who are faithfully departed. As we gather here and now, how fitting it is for the purpose of commissioning to public service that we do assemble. Before us are teams comprised of a human and canine partnership for the express purpose of protecting our safety and enforcing our laws. These canines have successfully completed their training regimen, are now prepared and deemed adequate to the challenge of serving as Indiana State Police canines. We therefore ask your blessing upon this canine graduation ceremony and upon the future service of these very special servants of public safety and their distinguished handlers. Holy God, holy mighty, holy immortal, have mercy upon us and hear our prayer. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. And I personally give God all the glory for this opportunity He has given me to be a trooper and to train these police canine teams. Good morning, and thank you all for attending the graduation of Indiana State Police K-9 Academy Class 2016-5. I want to recognize and give a special thanks to the families of these troopers for supporting them through this 12-week school, and also for allowing a four-legged police officer to live with their families and in their homes. I repeat this every class. I tell the handlers, if your spouse is not jealous of the dog, you're not spending enough time with it. I want to also thank the leadership of the Indiana State Police for their support of the K-9 program. And on these speeches, I usually talk about the importance of the K-9 team and their mission as it pertains to law enforcement. I'm going to go in a different direction this year and talk about some of the milestones in the K-9 program, and more importantly about this group of handlers. The candidate for K-9 handler must be proactive, streetwise police officer who can work on his own with little or no supervision. He must be able to take charge and lead the way. The officer needs to be able to handle stress and think on his feet. He needs to have some natural ability to associate and communicate with animals, which none of these had. Just kidding. The group of handlers selected have filled these requirements, and me and my fellow trainers are happy with their selection. In my opinion, State Police could not have chosen a better group of individuals for the position of K-9 handler. Telling you a little bit about them, in this group, 3 also serve on the Tactical Intervention Platoon. 1 is a drug recognition expert. 1 is a field first aid instructor. 3 are members of the clandestine laboratory team. 3 are FTOs, field training officers. 1 is a member of the Honor Guard. 1 has 2 jobs. He also is a motor vehicle inspector. And 1 a SWAT team member. 3 of the graduates are combat veterans of the United States Army. 1 served in both Iraq and Afghanistan. 2 in Afghanistan. 2 of them earned the Combat Infantry Badge, and 1 earned the Combat Action Badge. We trained our first K-9 narcotics team for the Indiana Dev School Police Department. We had our first female K-9 patrol handler. We trained our first K-9 specifically for K-9 patrol and SWAT. The handler, Greg McGee, named his K-9 partner in honor of fallen trooper Sergeant John E. Hatfield End of watch, April 13th, 1987, killed in a SWAT operation. We're honored today to have his wife here, Mickey Hatfield. The handlers have endured 12 weeks in extreme heat, good days and bad days, as far as success and failure. They had to learn to be patient when they wanted to yell and be angry. During this school, these handlers have taken an untrained, high-drive K-9 who appeared to be out of control, and through patience and hard work, turned it into a disciplined patrol K-9. They train no matter the weather conditions without complaint. These graduates followed direction and asked questions and displayed a desire to learn and improve. They could not hide their nervousness during certification, nor their excitement when they accomplished the task. We trained the trainer, taught the handler the components that are necessary to teach new behaviors in their K-9. We challenge these new handlers that their mission is clear-cut and well-defined. The set of philosophies you develop in order to achieve that mission will determine whether you make a beneficial contribution to the role police dogs play in modern law enforcement, or whether you become a liability that undermines the good work of the men and women before you. Getting close here. Working a police service dog places many extraordinary stresses on the family, and it's important that the officer's spouse fully understands the implications of the career move. The hours are frequently long, and you will frequently be interrupted during family events to respond to call-outs. Your time off is not really your own, as you'll be required to maintain your dog on your off-duty days. Going on vacation will now entail making arrangements for someone to babysit your new partner or kennel him while you're away. A lot of good news here. You also need to exercise your partner daily, whether you are at work or at home. So your off-duty time is no longer entirely off-duty, as you must deal with your partner on a daily basis. For that reason, it's important that everyone in the family understands the changes that are about to occur, and they are accepting of those changes. As a dog handler, you will need extra support from your spouse on many occasions, just like you already do. Winding down. I am proud and honored that I had the opportunity to train with these graduates and have a complete confidence that their service as K-9 handlers will be conducted in the highest tradition of the Indiana State Police. I want to thank these graduates for their hard work and look forward to watching them grow as a K-9 team and training with them in the future. I'm part of the whole training staff. Congratulations and Godspeed. I'd now like to introduce the boss, Superintendent Douglas G. Carter.
Sit. Yes, sir.
I'll start by saying there's three things in this world I'm afraid of. Crossbows, dogs, and my wife. And so far we've had no issues at these graduations with these dogs standing within close proximity to me. And I hope today's not any different. I get this kind of welcome generally around Indiana. This is really not all bad. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you so very much to the family members that have made the trek. This really is all about you. And I am eternally grateful that you took the time to immerse yourself in not only the lives of those that you love that are here today, but into the agency that I love so very dearly. To Dennis, Kevin, and Mick, I don't know if Chris is here. Why don't you guys stand, please? The fellows that make all this happen. Dennis, where are you?
He just went outside.
Okay. We talk about commitment, and we talk about that extraordinary service. And these three, actually four, truly exemplify that kind of commitment to make these folks who they are. I think we owe them a round of applause. Dogs, arrows, and my wife. I keep telling you. This, It's all right. I think it was the clapping. I think it was my fault. My fault. I'd like to talk to the moms and the dads and the spouses and the kids and the friends and the family members that are here today. A sincere thank you to each and every one of you. You heard about this incredible commitment from Kevin Waters that it's going to take. And I'm the luckiest guy on the planet Earth to be able to travel around Indiana and see this level of commitment from those that are associated with the ISP. But not a one of them could be successful without you. A sincere thank you. Most people don't pay much attention. There are a lot of folks that would soon criticize somebody or something that they're not or they don't have. I think that can apply to almost any environment, and it certainly applies here. If folks really understood the commitment that it takes to not only take care of the animal and their partner, but more importantly, the understanding that they have to almost put them in front of you is a really big deal. It's a really big deal. So with all that said, I say thank you so very much. The hours, the days, the nights that I hear these guys, and now soon to be gals, Susan Rinsler, being out and about, it just, gosh darn, it makes me so very proud. So very proud. It's not a good time to be a policeman in America, and I think everybody would agree with that. I know the folks that are dressed funny like me in this very room would agree. But it's even more important and more of a reason for us to step up and step out and perform in an exemplary and unselfish manner. And I get to be the luckiest guy again in the world to be able to represent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that do. And I couldn't be more proud. I could not be more proud. I told the instructors this morning that I apologize I couldn't participate like I would like to participate, and I mean that. I really do mean that. But I also know that the beauty of that is there's people that are very capable, very qualified, very committed that are going to make these folks the very best that they can be, and they have succeeded. They have absolutely succeeded. So with all that said, I'll look forward to interacting with you when we're done. You'll see when we take pictures here what I meant by being afraid of three things. And we'll leave that alone until after the graduation ceremony is complete. So thank you all very much for being here.
Now we're going to present the certificates to the handlers. From the Indiana Deaf School, Officer Seth Meyer and K-9 Rogue. Next we have Trooper Walter Butt and K-9 Apache. Next we have Master Trooper Gregory McGee and K-9 Johnny. Next we have Trooper Nicholas Meade and the quiet K-9 Jake. Trooper Susan Rinsler and K-9 Maverick. Trooper Stephen Sexton and K-9 McGill. Trooper Tyson Waldron and K-9 Zeus. Congratulations, candidates. Every year we have a most improved canine handler, and if Miss Skidmore could step up. As I mentioned, everybody took a vote, and they kind of got together and tried to figure out who the most improved canine handler was. And I understand you know this gentleman for quite some time, and he either drew the short straw with the award, or it definitely was the most improved. I'll let you take it from there.
Is that a yes?
Actually, he didn't win anything except for you.
He really didn't win.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you all for coming again. Chaplain Coffee.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you for your attendance today. Your presence is mighty special to each and every one of us. And as we gather together as the Indiana State Police family, these are special moments that we cherish in our hearts for many years to come for many varied reasons. Congratulations. We are encouraged by these ancient words of promise and poetry. Reading from Psalm 144. Praise be to the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war, my fingers for battle. He is my loving God and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield in whom I take refuge, who subdues peoples under me. In deference to our four-legged K-9 partners, we'll go ahead and conclude the benediction with this, that the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. This concludes the ceremony. There is a reception just out the door to your left, if you would please join us for the reception. Thank you.